What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JB, aka John B, and welcome back to another episode of the Mandem. And today's episode, we're joined by.
It's your boy Kelvin, Kelvin.
It's Scott. I'm still British, and I'm back to talk about more football.
It's Chris, and I have a red beard, and Kelvin gave us spelling lessons earlier.
Big sexy red.
And
You already know. It's your boy Marty, aka Akwesi, aka Quace, aka Mana. You know what I'm saying?
No one knows what you're saying, bro.
No one calls you any of those.
Roll it.
it's just too many AKAs at this point.
Bro has
Like,
the longest personal name.
Who gave you these names, bro?
You know, like when I write my on my paper, like I have to have Marty in quotation marks because it's not.
Bro,
my
you have
name.
the longest Instagram name handle I've seen in my life, bro.
Mana FC.
It's just like looking at the alphabet.
I'm teaching the you how to read.
Alright, guys. Let's get right into it. Bro, football's been really boring like now, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Internationals, like
International break has been.
It's been ass. Let's just keep it a buck.
Thank you for joining.
Nobody cares about that stuff, bro. Nobody cares. Like, bro, it's not even a real competition for me. And like, bro, nobody's tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't have a good international team, yeah.
We all, I mean, except maybe Scott, but we all don't got a good international team.
Speak for yourself, bro. Ghana, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Hey,
Ghana, bro.
all I gotta say,
I tune in to watch the U.S.
Yeah.
all I gotta say is one word, bro. Clifford.
Huh?
What's the keeper's name again?
Richard Authority.
Rich.
That guy, bro.
That's all I gotta say, bro. Richard. I said Clifford. Bro.
Clifford. The big red dog, bro.
It sounds like a Ghana name. I don't know.
Yeah, let's keep talking about Ghana, bro. It's flashbacks, bro.
Bro,
No.
you saw the Nigeria game?
No. Skip.
Jollof Derby.
I don't want to think about this again, bro.
Derby.
Another L.
We lost it.
Yo,
Jollof Derby.
forget it, bro.
Taking the L's like LL Cool J. bro.
Yeah.
Now the Nigerians can say that the
Come on,
jollof is better.
it's not that bad, but
Let's get down to business, bro.
nobody really cares about international football. But we need club football back. You know what I'm saying? Like ASAP. We need to get back to it. Arsenal, we gotta win the league. Never mind. Just edit that. Edit that. Don't come for me.
Send me that clip.
But recently, England against Brazil. Like I said, it's a friendly nobody really cared about. But there's a couple things we need to talk about. It's a specific player that was on the team that got called up, which I was very happy for. You know, it's a Man U legend already, in my opinion.
It's my son.
It's sad that he plays for Man U, but he's a player that I
Respect.
let's
Respect
keep
the
it a
team.
buck. He's
Yeah,
not gonna win.
respect the team.
He's not gonna win anything.
No, it's good.
It's a good thing. It's a compliment, but he's not
it's
gonna
good.
win anything at Man U. Let's just be
He
realistic.
You never know.
And maybe
Yeah, he is.
maybe the FA
We
Cup.
won the Carabao
At
Cup last
best.
season.
Yeah, he is. Young player of the season.
But
He will win that.
Goal of the month. Deflection.
but
Something like that.
I'm talking about Kobbie Mainoo. That's his name, right?
Kobbie Mainoo.
Mainoo.
Yeah, let the
Mainoo.
Ghanaians pronounce it.
I'm
Kobbie
sorry.
Mainoo.
I'm not from Ghana, so I don't.
Yeah.
No, he's English now, though.
Nah, bro. Kobe, if you're watching this, like we talked, don't play the third game, bro. Just play two. You can still switch, bro. Love.
In fact, like walk off like after this, like one, like just walk away.
He's not gonna go over there. Where y'all
He's going to Ghana, bro.
Well, y'all don't
Not
pay,
going to
well, y'all don't
Ghana,
pay your
bro.
players.
It's the hope that kills, bro. Yeah, you would know, of course. You're not a fan.
Sale, bro.
I'm used to it.
He's not going Ghana. I think he's a good fixture for England in the future.
Scott's buzzing.
This guy's going crazy.
We have a
What they do best, steal a bunch of blood. People.
I think for me, I don't know. I think about international football differently. I like international football in terms of like I don't like the friendlies per se.
friendly stuff, yeah.
I think like the Nations League and stuff like that. Like that's okay. It's a little bit competitive. But it's also like kind of a good litmus test because they don't mean like too much in terms of the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Like Nations League is good for like a litmus test in terms of like you bring new players in. Like I think the US did it like probably last year when they brought in like a bunch of young players. Like your Kevin Paredes, they brought in like your Ricardo Pepi, some guys that are like a little bit younger that haven't really been on the radar as much. International friendlies, that I don't really see like a huge point in them, but I think it's also good just as a litmus test too. You need to see kind of like, what players are going to work out, especially with a big tournament coming up this summer for a lot of teams. The South American teams, they got Copa America this summer. Same with the European teams, they've got the Euros. So it's a good way to see kind of like how you want to set up, try different players, call different players up to get them their first cap, see if they can gel and work in a team, and it kind of take that forward, kind of like address your tactics, figure out like how you're gonna play, and then kind of go from there. So I actually think that I like international football. I think these like kind of competitions, like the nations leagues, and then like your international friendlies, they're good for like kind of developing like litmus test, bringing new players in, trying new things out. Unfortunately, as an England fan, we don't try anything out.
Fraudgate.
Shout out to Gareth.
Fraudgate.
It's the same thing. I feel like, because I mean, obviously we're talking about England losing 1-0 to Brazil. Couple days
Normal.
ago. That
Typical.
it's like, bro, Brazil had guys from like they were
C
pulling,
squad.
It's a B team,
C.
bro.
They
Not
had
even
the-
B.
they
That's
had-
their C squad, bro.
Not
Bro,
even, bro.
They got scored on by a minor,
they got
bro.
like Vinicius out there, okay. They got Rodrigo. They got like some guys
Outside
that,
of their
playing the
attack,
Prem.
bro.
Like their defense is like not their. It's not
They
their
brought on
primary
Pele's
defense.
region,
They
bro.
they don't have their Marquinhos in there. They don't have their Thiago Silva. They don't have like their big hitters. In that team.
Gabriel from
Yeah,
Arsenal.
say his
Yeah.
name.
Gabriel.
Nah,
Say
he
his
doesn't
name.
even play, bro.
Let's keep it up.
No, Gabriel does not start.
But
What?
he's gonna start
They
now.
don't have that.
He will.
In terms of like
I don't know, bro.
the initial selection, I thought pretty standard selection, bringing in some new names. That's okay. Kobbie Mainoo was a big one. So him probably in for like Calvin Phillips.
He's brought
I'd
in
say.
for peer pressure.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone
not
was
gonna lie.
pissed,
When
bro.
he came in, he was the best player on the pitch.
Who?
Kobe.
Mainoo.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a I think he's a generational talent.
Bro, when he came on,
I thought it was good.
no,
him
no,
and
I
Bowen,
really
I
do
think
so.
him and Bowen were like the two.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that. I thought Bowen was
He
really
might be
good. I
generational,
think
but-
Kobe actually did well too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was Kobe that came. Kobe got the call up. Anthony Gordon got a call up as well. Ezri Konsa, my boy, got a call up too. I think they're good call ups. They're good call ups just to see and like try different things. I'm a little bit frustrated in terms of like, because there were issues with like Ben White and the fact that like Southgate called him up during the World Cup. He left. Like Ben White's like, look, you're not gonna play me. You have like a bunch of other right backs. You got a Trent. No, sorry, Trent missed the World Cup. You got a Trippier and you got a Kyle Walker. It's like, I'm not gonna play. So he's not gonna stay around. And it was kind of the same thing here. And unfortunately, Kyle Walker gets injured halfway through, and it's like, what are you gonna do? You need a Ben White there. In terms of the selection that Southgate's making right now, still bringing in guys like Jordan Henderson, still bringing in guys that just aren't. We need to move this team on. We need to move this team on. Like we have a good core like group of younger players. Sprinkle that in with some very good experienced players like your Harry Kanes. John Stones is probably at that rating, like that age now too. I'd say your Kyle Walker is at that age now too. You need to bring in like the good core of like young players and get the guys out that aren't going to, kind of cut it. I think Jordan Henderson wise, like leadership wise, I think that's why Southgate has him in there so much. But I don't think that he's not the future of this team, obviously. And like he's not.
He's not even the best.
Bro, he's not gonna start in his
Bro
team,
had a vacation in Saudi. And then
Yeah.
he was like, I'm done, bro.
Yeah. So I just the Brazil game is an international friendly, so it doesn't matter. But the thing is like we looked so bad. We looked really bad, and it's like we can't put the ball.
It matters
hold on.
it matters if you perform like that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Cause bro, like you guys are stacked, bro. If you guys don't win anything if you guys don't win the Euros, bro, I'm not saying you guys have to, but like you guys at
They
least,
have to, bro. It's like,
bro, you're this team that y'all got right now.
Saga not fucking with us, bro.
Damn you, Gareth.
Nah, but this team that y'all got right now, like, I think that it's one of the best teams that y'all will have for a very, very long time. So you guys have to like.
We got to take advantage of it right now. We have to take advantage of it right now.
And I think that you guys need to get this manager out because that's the only way I
Yeah.
feel like England's gonna go forward.
Like the story behind the Ben White thing, yeah? Is apparently Steve Holland, the assistant coach, was like, was talking to players about like the big players, like the City players and the Arsenal players, about like the title run in last season. And he was like, he went up to Ben White. He's like, "You don't watch football. You don't know what's going on." And Ben White's like, "Just because I don't watch it doesn't mean I'm not a great player." And he left.
Yeah.
And then when asked about it, instead of Southgate, instead of just being like, "I just wasn't selected," he's like, he just threw him under the bus and just made him look bad. Like that, players see that, like the manager making other players look bad.
Yeah.
Like Ben White loves playing football. You can watch him on the pitch. He's always looks excited. Always like, maybe not always, but whenever something's like he makes a tackle or he like a goal scorer, he's always
If
excited.
this guy
bro.
didn't like playing ball, like he would not.
He wouldn't be this good
position anyway because he's a center back initially.
Yeah, he wouldn't move to right back if he didn't like
It's
it.
not even that. He wouldn't even be a professional.
Yeah, he wouldn't be professional if he didn't
Like
like
you
the
need
first
that
place.
drive. Like
But like
Yeah.
it's like not that like I get defending your coaches, but like in a situation like that, the players want to be backed by the manager,
Yeah.
and the manager's not backing your players.
Yeah. And I also think what frustrates me as well is like Southgate needs to look, because like you said, if we don't win the Euros or win something with this team, it's such a bad look. And Southgate's had two near, like, you know, almost won the Euros last time, got to a final, got to the World Cup semis. You know, it's like this is an opportunity where England, like the stars have lined up, the team is very good right now. You have to go out and like win something. You know, you have like, I think if we don't win the Euros, it's gonna be our fault. It's gonna be our fault for playing really bad, or like the selection, because this selection is incredibly important this summer. I think is it still 26 for this summer, or is it 23?
It's 23, I think.
Is it 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
So they've dialed it back to 23 for the Euros. This is such an important selection.
yeah,
Like for Southgate, he needs to get it right.
you
And
can't be like leaving out if you can't just be including your favorites now. Like
We know he is.
you know he will, yeah. But
you can't be including your favorites, but it's also you need to make the right choices in terms of like the personnel to bring,
yeah,
because there are players that, you know, we see, like, you know, your Jordan Hendersons, your Calvin Phillips, on form right now, they're not getting in that team.
Yeah.
You bring in players like a Kobbie Mainoo, who's in form. You bring in a player like Jared Bowen, who's in form, which is what he's done, which is good, but he's still calling up your Jordan Henderson. You know, I'm sure for a fact, like, he's still thinking about Calvin Phillips. Bro hasn't brought in Tomori for time. It's like, it's like, that's just, the only issue I think that he's finding with Tomori is that, you know, maybe he's not the tallest center back 'cause he's 6'1", and like he wants to win the area.
doesn't even matter, bro.
I don't care about
on
that.
pure defensive capability,
pure defensive
and a physical capability, right?
I know, yeah. For me, he would be in that
That doesn't
team.
make
Martinez
He
like
should be playing.
4'2", bro. Like,
Yeah, bro, he should be playing.
That Kobbie Mainoo call up wasn't even like he wasn't like first choice.
that wasn't
He was
first
called.
choice.
He was called up like a week before.
Yeah, he
because
was, called
Pressure,
a
because
someone
pressure.
dropped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Honest.
but it's also like the type of football as well that we're playing, because there is like, we're not taking chances against Brazil's like defense, and they're playing guys that are not in their first team.
Right.
They're playing their B team defense. We're not taking like our chances, and I know we have like, look, I know we didn't have Kane obviously, and we didn't have like, you know, like some heavy hitters in there like a Saka, but Ollie Watkins should be, you know, like Ollie Watkins could be scoring a goal in that game.
But like,
You know,
some of those
yeah.
players that you expect to like
Show
expect
up.
to see something from, like Bellingham,
Yeah.
Quiet, Foden, not the best.
sorry. Can you please go back?
Imagine.
2 names back.
Bellingham.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure you.
Bellingham.
I just want to know whether he played or not.
Wait, Foden didn't play well.
Not a lot of them played well.
Oh, come on. He's gonna be like, well, Saka.
If Saka was on the field,
Saka was a.
Soccer turns up for England. That's all I'm
You
saying.
know what it is though? Like, I feel like it's not just the players, but it's the manager. Like, it's the
It
tactics.
is.
bro.
I think that at this
It's not
point, like,
working.
you know, like, again, I don't want to compare too much United, but
Don't.
It's a holiday camp.
yeah, like
You
like,
got-
when,
yeah,
like when Ole was there, like it was just like vibes, you know.
Yeah, it's vibes.
inshallah.
It's vibes for guys.
It was
you know?
it was vibes, but like on a pure like tactical like standpoint, like no.
That was an ethics 18, bro. Like, yo, where your boys at, bro? It's kickoff is 9 p.m. Hurry
They
up.
just
playing
pull up
house
10
league.
minutes before.
Yeah.
They're playing
But-
house league, bro.
But it's the same thing. Like Southgate, he's a people person to an extent.
Not really.
But like in terms of being like an actual coach, like we haven't seen it.
No.
So like I think at this point, like the players are like, okay, we need to like they know like this is the time. When Belgium had their golden generation and like it missed completely, like this is England's time now. Like they're in their golden generation, so like they have to start producing. So the players know it too. Yeah. So the players are not buying into like what the manager's doing. Obviously, they're not going to perform like how they should. Yeah. So
people like these guys love playing for England because they go. It's like, wait, I get called up for my country, great. I get to go spend time at St. George's Park for like a week or so.
They chilling.
I get to play in an international friendly at Wembley against Brazil. It's like, okay, there needs to be like that little bit more drive and that hunger from Southgate that I don't feel because he's trying to make everyone happy.
He's just not tactically there, bro.
I hate the fact that he's linked to United.
I think in terms because we've seen it as well. Like substitutions have been left late in tournaments. You know. Throwing in like like a Saka and a Sancho to take a penalty in the Euro final in like the 120th minute.
He's also like 18 at that point too.
Yeah. Sorry, he threw on Rashford and Sancho. Saka played that game.
Pedri was 18 when he made it into the team of the tournament in the Euros. Same tournament, by the way.
We're not talking about that.
I'm just saying. I'm just referring to the age. The age is not really a thing.
I'm just saying, but also,
if you can step up, you can step up. So
Kelvin,
18 Saka. It's not an excuse.
No one has ever compared Saka and Pedri, bro.
He mentioned that. No, I'm just saying the age.
Kelvin, let me say something.
The age isn't a thing.
Everyone blames Saka for losing the Euros.
No.
Rashford and
no one blames
Sancho.
Saka.
Yes.
He was a part of it, but he's not the only one that missed the PK.
He's not the only one who missed, but he got the most shit.
He got the most hate out of it.
He got the most shit compared to like Rashford and Sancho.
Is he the darkest of them all?
No
commentary.
I'm just saying.
We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
Back to the point. Southgate has made some questionable decisions when it's come to his in-game tactics. Yeah. And that is going to cost England results in international tournaments. Because it's like, look, it's not like international football is like, you got to win matches. You have to. You can't like lose and like be okay, and stuff like that. It's like, no. You lose, you go home. In like a lot of international like competitions, pretty much, right? I mean, I know like we can talk about Ivory Coast and like them going on and like winning AFCON, which I predicted perfectly, but that's not the point. Southgate needs to figure it out because right now it's not good in terms of like some of the selections that he makes and like some of the in-game tactics that he has, and this is an incredibly important selection for him this summer because like I think a lot of us are agreeing. This is a really good time for England. Their golden generation is here. They've got some very talented players.
Not me.
The stars.
I never agreed to it.
The stars are aligning. You'll agree to it.
The stars ain't aligning.
He said I don't see any stars.
I don't see no stars.
I was looking up at the ceiling looking for stars, fam. You need to go outside.
But
it's not dark.
So before we move out of England, like, say you guys don't win the Euros again. Southgate's out.
Has to go.
Who replaces him though?
I mean, for me,
just like give me like two realistic names.
You need a high profile. Here's the thing. I don't think you need a high profile name. I think someone like Graham Potter.
You think my boy?
Yeah.
Fuck it up more.
I mean, like,
think about it.
That one is a bit.
I don't know because
it's 50-50.
You saw what he did at Chelsea.
You saw what he did at Chelsea.
You also saw what he did
at
Brighton.
Look at the mess. Look at the mess that he had at Chelsea.
But Brighton doesn't have that like those high profile names like Chelsea did. Like, it was egos.
Yeah, but also everything was battling against him at Chelsea, bro.
No. Like Abramovich just left. Like he had a really rough run. So I'm not really convinced because like we saw what he could do at Brighton, and it's like okay. Maybe he could be the guy. Maybe you're not working, like every single like league game, and stuff like that, and you have like more time to plan. Because we've seen Graham Potter's tactics be very good, and if he has the right players, which he would probably have with this England setup, he could do very well with it. So I think if Southgate were to leave, I wouldn't mind Graham Potter in that seat.
He wants to leave. He doesn't
want to leave.
They have to get him out.
That's the only way.
That's what I mean. He'll probably get forced out, and like.
What do you think about like say Newcastle changed their manager like an Eddie Howe?
That'd be a good shot.
I wouldn't mind it because I like the style.
That high press.
Yeah, that high press, but like that energy as well, because that suits a lot of players in that England team.
But the thing is, in a tournament, though, you want to be high pressing.
You don't want to be high pressing.
Okay, then.
That's
doesn't
the
suit
thing.
the United players. They don't like pressing.
There's like 2. Sorry.
So I think Eddie Howe, I like his style with Newcastle. I'm not sure if it will work with England because now it's like England need to be keeping possession.
Yeah.
England need to be keeping possession and like working it to guys that are going to be creative. Your Judes, you know, you got to work it to your Saka.
Sounds like you're describing Jose. You're just describing Jose Mourinho.
They can't handle Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Those guys will cry. Bro.
England, they can't handle him, bro.
Mourinho, I think he's an international like tournament manager, Mourinho, and it's like he's an international team manager. He needs like a tournament, for a team because like his style is good, but it definitely fizzles out after like 1 or 2 years. But I mean, like with a national team, that could probably go for like a little bit longer because you're not doing
It's not consistent throughout the whole year.
exactly. You don't have the international tournaments and that. But yeah, I think for me, Southgate, I don't hate Southgate, but it's like the football just isn't great. It really isn't. And it's like with this team that you have and you have so much talent, you got to be producing results. You got to be going out there and like winning.
What's your like predicted 11 for the?
Yeah.
My predicted
For the
11.
Euros.
I think in terms of like form right now, I'd say for me personally, Pickford in goal. I think he is, I think he's joint top with like the most clean sheets. in
Actually,
the Prem.
Pickford, like surprisingly,
He's good for England.
he played very well.
He's
Like
good
out
for
the
England.
back.
He's
last
good
game
for
against
England.
Brazil.
But he's also very nervy at points.
He is very nervy, but like his passing, his distribution was actually very good. Like,
He's good. He's good for England. And
Yeah.
like for me, it's a no-brainer. You have him in that team. Nick Pope, I think, is a little bit of a worry because I'd say like those would be the top 2, obviously. But Nick Pope's been
It's
injured
injuries.
for like
It's the injuries.
it's injuries. He's gonna be back in time,
But it's not
for-
going to be sharp though.
Yeah,
He's not going to be sharp.
he's not gonna be sharp, and I personally I don't think I'd take him on the plane. I think if you're looking at like right back selection, I think Carl Walker, he really doesn't let England down. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And he can play centre back
No,
if needed.
they
and
just
you
let
need
him
that.
down.
You need that versatility. You need that versatility if you want to go into like a back 3, and Carl Walker can do that.
Yeah.
2 centre backs, I'd say John Stones needs to be there. And I'd say for me personally, I would have someone like Levy Colwell. I know he's been like a little bit injured right now for Chelsea, but the reason why is because he can also play left back.
So
He
would
hasn't
you
used
like
that left
have
back
like
as
a
well.
like
He hasn't been great at left back though.
Nah, but the thing is like he can
do
that, like that.
No,
that-
he can't do a job.
That's our
Not
pro-
an international stage.
This is our problem position though. I'd say the most problems that England have is at left back.
if Luke
Yeah.
Shaw was fit, like if
Luke
he,
Shaw
Isn't
plays.
Luke Shaw gonna
Luke
be
Shaw
fit
plays.
by then?
if he gets injured again.
He should
No,
be
but if he's fit, he's starting.
Well, I'm saying, but like if he's fit,
His
then-
injury
most
if he's
likely
fit, then
most
that's
likely
his.
most
But
likely
I
the
think
thing
he
is-
plays Trippier at left back before he even thinks of playing Cole at left back.
Yeah.
Because he's played Trippier at left back so many times.
Trippier's-
Yeah.
yeah,
He's played there so many times.
Yeah.
So Cole, I would have been played Cole at center back.
You wouldn't bring him on? You wouldn't bring him on the plane?
I think he's been good.
So you
Maybe
wanna-
I'll take him on the plane, but like
Take
I
him on the
wouldn't.
plane, but
Like,
mean,
like he said, like games where you play a 3-back, okay, left side.
I think you
makes
have him there,
sense.
yeah.
But in the back 4, I'm not playing
I
him.
mean,
You-
we're talking
you-
about Southgate, who
you
brought
rate-
Connor
you rate-
Cody on the plane to the
Bro,
World Cup.
Nah,
I'm-
to be
I might as
fair,
well play
leaders,
Maguire.
He's got someone like Connor Cody, so like I don't hate that shout. I think he's a good leader. I also think he's a good center
I'll
back.
play Lewis Dunk
You rate
before Cole.
you rate Brantwaite over Cole?
I'll play him
Branthwaite is
over
actually a monster.
Bro,
Brantwaite's solid.
Brantwaite's
Cole.
solid.
He is solid.
I've seen him play, but like people are gonna be like, oh, but he's been playing out of position. Yeah, but he hasn't done well even at center back.
Even at his
So
actual
it's like-
position.
I don't think. I think
a good player, I'm
It's,
just
a,
not-
it's a problem. It's a little bit of a problem position for England right now because it's like, do you play Maguire in that position? I mean, he is not bad for England. He really isn't bad for England. I think having a left-footed centre back is always like good, but you need someone that can play the ball out the back. I think Levy Colwell. I think he's an outside shout, but I mean, we do need someone for like that left-footed centre back position.
Good left back.
Left back, he's probably going to take Luke Shaw and Chilwell because neither one of them can seem to stay fit.
Chilwell was horrible.
Chilwell was horrid.
He was horrible.
Not
He looked
was
very rusty.
is
He looked very
Always.
rusty. I'd start Shaw. If we needed someone to go left back, I mean, obviously, like if Trippier, can find his form, I think he's been like kind of hit or miss this season.
Saka's
He's been
always
very
there.
missed this season.
I think
Saka is
he would go
always
there.
I'll play Saka at left back before I even think of Colwell.
You play him.
CDM?
You play a midfield 3. You let Rice hold. I also think that could potentially be a problem position for England because we have no depth there. It's Rice.
This is where you need Calvin.
And then you go ahead and you have, I think, Bellingham in the middle. He can kick on a little bit. I would have Conor Gallagher on my team. And the reason why I say that is because he gives you something different in terms of like that work rate and that energy,
he does
and that press. I think he'd be okay.
I understand that, but
He's a good player,
and then for me, because here's the thing, I'd have Kobbie on the plane for me. I'd have Kobbie Mainoo on the plane.
Yeah.
He comes on to see out a game.
I think he starts for me.
You think he starts for
In that midfield three?
Yes, I will start him.
You
in
can't-
the
Would you
midfield
have,
three.
like-
I will have
you have-
Kobe. I will have Bellingham. I will have Rice. That's for me.
So I hear a lot of
two
people
defensive
like
sides.
say like they want like the Rice, Bellingham, Foden midfield trio. Would you have like Foden just pushed it a little bit higher up and
Foden, for me, he plays on the left.
Yeah.
left wing?
Left wing, Saka on the right wing, Kane up top.
Yep.
Simple.
But I will have Mainoo on my team.
Mainoo's a tough one for me because I think he is a good. I think there's a lot of pressure to put on someone straight away. He's also quite defensive, and it's like, do you let Bellingham play as that 10 and go forward?
I play striker for Real Madrid, so
I don't mind him playing in that 10, but it's like you need to have someone else that can like kind of do the dirty work. I think Conor Gallagher does that too. So for me, that I'd say, so going over it, Pickford in goal, right back Kyle Walker, centre backs. I'm going Stones. I'll probably go Harry Maguire. I think I take Colwell, Branthwaite on the plane. Left back Luke Shaw if he's fit. I think I'd have Colwell just because like you might need that cover at left back potentially. And then you go with your Rice, you got Gallagher, you have Bellingham, and then a front three: Foden on the left, Kane up top, Saka on the right.
Well, Gareth Southgate.
you have the blueprints.
That's just it.
That's your guy right there,
Listen to him, bro, because he
touch.
might have something.
Quick
But
touch on the midfield. Quick touch on the midfield, right? Quick touch on the midfield, right? Why would you start Mainoo in an international, his first ever call up, and it's gonna be like his first tournament? And prior to this tournament, we have a few months.
honestly, I think it's not about the age, right? Listen,
I agree.
Mbappe went to.
I agree. It's nothing about the age. I'm just asking.
Good enough.
I
old
honestly
enough.
think
Yeah.
he's good enough to play for England.
Like,
Right
okay,
now.
because the way I'm looking at it, right? Like he said with Conor Gallagher, like international stage, that's not a stage to like test things out, right?
They did it to like Saka.
No. Like, bro, but like in those positions though, who are the options? If you have no option and he's like the legit option, okay. But in Mainoo in the 8, Conor Gallagher can play that 8 better than he can. Bro, no. You're looking at his style because the energy
Dude,
he
you're
brings.
underrating Conor
If
Gallagher.
you're gonna play, the thing is, if you're gonna play Jude at 10,
He just runs for me.
Look, it also depends. Like, at the end of the day, this is Southgate we're talking about here. Like, he's gonna want like a Conor Gallagher to bring in that energy, rather than like a Mainoo that's gonna control. I mean, like, because I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying
Mainoo to control.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't have like ballers, but I'm saying like if the game's gone erratic, like 70, 65 minutes, 70 minutes, Mainoo can come in and control the game.
Yeah.
but this is why I'm just looking at it like there's enough players you can trust better. Bellingham could play that 8, Foden could play that 10. If you're playing Bellingham at 10, you're gonna need someone to help Rice because Rice sometimes he likes to go box to box a little bit. You need someone to cover for him like defensively, like tracking back and all that. I think Gallagher's gonna do a better job than Mainoo did.
There you go, Southgate. It's all
There's
up
your
to you.
blueprint.
It's all up to you now, bro. Just know if you lose, it's over for you.
If you lose, we're hiring Scott.
England prediction. Your predicted 11. Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know.
All right, thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Take care.
Peace.